Hi, my name is Herbert Lee. I've been an English teacher for over 20 years. At the time of this recording, I'm 71 years old. If I could go back and talk to my students from 20 years ago and give them the best advice on how to improve their English conversation skills a lot faster, here's what I would say. Because English is not my native language, I've been an English student, just like you, for over 70 years. Today, I've got 10 brutal truths that will help you make a big difference. So, if you're ready, let's dive in. Truth number 1. Listen more, talk less. Okay, this might sound weird, but the first step to talking better is not talking. Yep, you heard that right. Listening is super important. It's like being a detective, but for words. Research tells us how you speak English is closely related to how you hear English. When you listen more, you pick up on how people really talk. You hear new words, cool phrases, and even the way people say things. It's like free English lessons all around you. Someone once wisely said, "To be interesting, be interested." Here's a fun game to try. Next time you're talking with someone, try to ask them 3 questions before you share your own story. But really, listen to the answers. And if you really want to connect with the other person, ask a question about what they just said. It shows that you are really listening and interested in what they are saying. This will help you practice English and make the other person feel super important. It's an absolute win-win. Remember, if talking was a pizza, your slice should be smaller than the listening slice. Aim for about 30% talking and 70% listening. Your ears will thank you, and your English skills will dramatically improve. Truth number 2. Do something every day for a decade. Some people sign up for an English class and can't stop talking about it. Or they learned one new word and say, "Wow, I learned one new word this week." This doesn't impress anyone. Don't impress yourself or others with what you do in a day or a week or a month or even a year. When you're willing to dedicate a decade of your time, your energy, your focus, and all your resources to really achieve English fluency, then you are on the road to greatness. Trust me, the powers to be will take you by the hand and lift you up to the place you want to be. Stop looking for magic courses that promise great results in 1 week or 1 month. There are better and faster ways to learn and master English conversation, but overnight results do not exist. It takes time and consistent effort on your part to really get results. Think about this. If you wanted to get stronger, would you go to the gym once a month for 8 hours? No way. You'd go for a shorter time, more often. Learning English works the exact same way. Try setting an alarm on your phone for your English time. You could watch a short YouTube video, chat with a friend in English, or even just read a comic book in English. The key is to do a little bit every day. every day, not when you feel like it. Make a time for your English learning every day. Make an appointment with yourself and stick to it. Before you know it, you'll be speaking English like a pro. Truth number 3, find English conversation partners at your level. Imagine you just started learning to play basketball. Would you try to play against LeBron James? Probably not. The same goes for speaking English. You want to find friends who are at about the same level as you, or maybe just a little bit better. When you practice with people at your level, you can really help each other out. You won't feel scared to make mistakes, and you can learn together. It's like having a study buddy, but for talking. So where can you find these English-speaking friends? Try language exchange apps, join local English clubs, or even look for online gaming communities where people speak English. The important thing is to find people you enjoy talking to, and those people should enjoy talking to you. Truth number 4, there's no good or bad English. Here's the secret. There's no such thing as good or bad English. That's shocking, right? Many schools teach us that we're either right or wrong. But language doesn't work that way. It's more like a colorful rainbow road than a simple on-off switch. Instead of thinking, my English is bad, try thinking, I'm learning more English every day. Every day, in every way, my English is getting better and better. You're on a journey, like a character in a video game. Every time you use English, you're getting more experience points. Next time you feel down about your English, just remember, even native speakers make mistakes all the time. The goal is to keep learning and improving, not to be perfect. Truth number 5, use all your senses to learn. Learning English isn't just about your brain, it's about your whole body. And it's not learning to rely on your memory. So don't just try to remember words like a robot. Use your eyes, your ears, and even your hands to learn. Watch how people move their mouths when they speak English. Listen to the way their voices go up and down. Try to copy the way they stand or use their hands when talking. It's like being an actor in an English-speaking movie. Here's a fun game to try. Watch an English TV show with the sound turned off. Try to guess what they're saying just by watching their faces and bodies. Then, turn on the sound and see how close you were. It's a great way to understand how much we say without words. Truth number 6, don't try to be perfect. Listen up, because this is super important. You don't need to be perfect to have great conversations in English. In fact, trying to be perfect can actually make it harder for you to learn. Most people don't care if you make small mistakes when you're talking. They're just happy you're trying to talk with them. And they'll even appreciate it more if you listen to them. It's like when you were learning to ride a bike. You might wobble a bit at first, but the important thing is that you're moving forward. So instead of worrying about every little word, focus on getting your message across. The more you practice, the better you'll get. And remember, even native speakers make mistakes sometimes. Truth number 7, learn about things that you like. Here's a cool trick. Don't use boring English textbooks. Find things you love and learn about them in English. Do you like cooking? Watch cooking shows in English. Love space exploration? Read about stars and planets in English. When you learn about things you enjoy, you will have more fun and remember more. Plus, you will have interesting things to talk about besides just learning English. It's like killing two birds with one stone. That's an English saying that means doing two good things at once. Try this. Make a list of 3 things you love. Then find a way to learn about each of them in English. You'll be pleasantly surprised at how much easier it is to learn when you're having fun and enjoying the learning. Watch movies in English, but try to use subtitles only if you need them. Play board games with English-speaking friends. Take a fun class like cooking or painting, but in English. The more you use English in real life, the more natural it will feel. Remember how you learned your first language? By using it every day in different situations. So, try to do the same with English. And before you know it, you'll be thinking in English without even trying. Here's one more thing you can do right now. Subscribe to my Monday Conversations newsletter. It's only a 5-minute read with a story, a lesson, and a quote to get your week off to a great start. I'll also send you a copy of my free report, The 5 Biggest Mistakes in English Conversation. Just click on the link below to subscribe. Truth number 8. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Think about this. How do you want people to speak to you when you're learning their language? You probably want them to be patient, kind, and helpful, right? Well, that's exactly how you should treat others when you're speaking English. Here are some easy ways to do this. 1. Be patient. If someone is struggling to find the right words, give them the time. Don't rush them or try to finish their sentences unless they ask for your help. 2. Be kind. Smile and nod to show you're listening. This makes people feel good and want to keep talking. 3. Be helpful. If someone asks what a word means, explain it simply, but don't correct every little mistake. That can make people feel real bad. Be encouraging. Say things like, "Good job," or "I understand you." This helps people feel confident. Remember, everyone was a beginner once. Even native English speakers had to learn to talk early in their life. When you're nice to other people, they'll usually be nice back to you. And this makes learning English more fun for everyone. Try this. Next time you're talking in English, pretend the other person is you. How would you want to be treated? Then do that for them. You might be surprised how much better your conversations become. Being kind in your new language isn't just good manners. It's actually a superpower. It can help you make friends, learn faster, and enjoy speaking English even more. So as you practice your English, practice being kind too. It's one of the best ways to become truly great at talking with others. Truth number 9, write a journal. Okay, time for some homework, but the fun kind. Get a notebook and start writing in English every day. It's like having a secret diary, but it's also helping you learn. Write down new words you hear and want to remember and use. Write about your day, what you did, or what you want to do tomorrow. You might even write short scripts for conversations you might like to have, like ordering food or asking for directions. Or you could take something from the journal about what you did last weekend and then turn it into a script so that on Monday morning when someone says, "What did you do on the weekend?" you have something to say. Isn't that cool? So here's another idea. When you look back at your old entries, you will see how much you've improved, and that will really boost your confidence and want you to learn more. It's like having a time machine that shows your English getting better and better. And finally, here's truth number 10. Serve others using English. Last but not least, here's a super fun way to practice your English. Become a local hero for tourists. If you live in a place where tourists visit, keep an eye out for people who are lost. Learn how to give directions to popular places in your city or town. Practice explaining fun facts about your city or town. When you see a tourist who needs help, offer to assist them in English. This is great because tourists are usually very happy for any help. They'll be patient with your English, and you'll get to practice in a real situation. Plus, you might make some new friends from around the world. And there you have it, friends. The 10 big truths about speaking better English. Remember, learning a language is like going on an adventure. There might be some bumps along the way, but the journey is what makes it fun. Don't give up if things get tough. Keep trying, keep practicing, and most importantly, keep enjoying the process. Every day, you're getting better, even if you don't notice it. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which truth did you find the most helpful? And which one are you going to try right away? Do you have any other tips you would like to share? Put them in the comments below as well. Thanks for watching, and keep moving in your English learning journey. Until next time, this is Herbert Lee reminding you to keep talking, keep learning, and keep having fun with English.